Mhm. So we are live. Let me turn up my volume. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Was having a problem with my webcam, but now we're all set. So yeah, we are ready to get going. If you guys see me looking down, it's just because I have quite a few inboxes with questions, so I don't want to leave anything out. So welcome to DestinationDionna, your self-help learning library where we discuss all things mindset, manifestation, and marriage and relationships. Um, Today's live is a Q&A. So if you follow me on Facebook, I put up a post, asked for some questions. I got quite a few responses as well as some inbox questions. So I'm going to be going through those. And for anybody that's watching live, you can also submit a question and I will make sure that I get to it. We're going to keep this, to 30 minutes, just a quick like lunchtime live, hence the name. So yeah, let me go ahead and get started with the first question that was submitted. And I got some really good questions. I didn't know what to expect today. And it's a little bit of everything. So relationships, parenting, all of that. So yeah, the first question came from Joy in Boston. Thank you for supporting the channel and for submitting your question. Her question was, how can I grow in a marriage if my partner doesn't agree with the garden structure? How can I grow in a marriage if my partner doesn't agree with the garden structure? Now, I'm pretty familiar with the garden structure, but to make sure that I answer the question appropriately, I did ask for her to provide kind of some background on what the garden structure, like her interpretation of the garden structure is. And what she said is it's sustainable, structured, functioning, generating life, healthy, forth-bearing fruit, tranquility, and enough space to build or do more. The garden structure usually comes from like a biblical aspect, but you don't have to be following the Bible to want to follow this in your marriage, your relationship, or your life. So, how can I grow in a marriage if my partner doesn't agree with the garden structure? I think in general, this is why I'm so passionate about premarital preparation. It's really important to discuss your belief system, your goals for your marriage, and just your how you want to go about it. It's really important to discuss this before you get into marriage. But in the event that you did not do this preparation and you're looking for how to handle it, I think my greatest advice to anyone that is going through any sort of bump in the road, difficulty, not being on the same page with a partner, whether that's a relationship, a marriage, a friendship, anything. I think the best thing you can do is to first kind of focus on yourself. The reason why I think this is like where you should start is one, accountability. If you can look at yourself and see where you can make improvements, where you can be more patient, where you can stand to learn something, where you can stand to um, compromise more, you're already off to a better start because you're not placing blame and you're not putting all of the responsibility on your partner. So, my advice would be do some self reflecting. Make sure that you are doing everything that you can do to improve yourself, to work on yourself, to be a great partner, to emulate what it is you would like from your partner. Like I always say, be the partner that you want first. That gives your partner something to go off of. So that's where I would say start. Do your own work, do your own improvement, do your own self assessment. And then if you've done that, I would say next, try to have a conversation with them. And don't come from a place of blaming, don't come from accusing. Try to come from a place of love, a place of, hey, I just want us to be on the same page. Hey, I just want this to be a loving relationship. Hey, I just want us to succeed and move forward. Um, Try to come from that space, even if you're frustrated. And I know that this can be very hard. I mean, I myself struggle with this. So it's an ongoing thing that you have to be aware of, and you have to really work hard at trying to come from a place of love. Um, and just remember, it's like you two together against the problem. So whatever you're experiencing that is not good, that you don't like, that you don't want to continue, remember that you and your partner are on the same team, and you want to get on the same page. So know your audience, know your partner, and know what will motivate them. Know what will get them to listen. Um, so yeah, that's what I would say. If you all aren't on the same page and you're not agreeing, first, work on yourself, do your own self-assessment. Next, try to talk to them from a place of love, understanding that you're partners and you want to be on the same page. The next question I got was from Ebony in Baltimore. And she asked, how can we manage mom guilt? It's become a great challenge trying to balance being a great mom and a great woman and a great wife. How can we manage it? This is an awesome question. And honestly, I get a lot of comments on like my videos about self-care from moms who feel a lot of mom guilt. And I feel it too. I honestly feel like if you want to be a good mom, you're at some point you're going to experience mom guilt. And I think part of it comes from society and its expectations that are placed on women. And how if your life doesn't revolve around your kids, you're a shitty mom. And that's simply not true. Not true. So, what I recommend for like managing that is understanding your kids benefit the most from a healthy mom. If you are overworked, stressed, you're not going to be the best mom. You're not going to be patient. Um, Parenting takes, in addition to a lot of patience, it takes creativity. You have to be on your toes. You have to come up with very creative solutions to a lot of problems. How are you going to get your kids to eat a certain thing? How are you going to get them to learn new things? How are you going to get them to behave? How are you going to get them to do tasks and understand things? You need to be at your best in order to be able to do that. So that's why I say start. All moms need to understand that your children, and this bleeds over into like your wife, if you're a wife as well, your husband is going to benefit from you being the best you that you can be. If you're overworked, tired, you know, all of these things that deplete you, you're not going to have a good attitude, you're not going to be sweet, you're not going to give your best. You're going to be short, you're going to be agitated, you're not going to have energy. So the best way to manage mom guilt is to understand that you can't do everything, nor should you, and that's okay. Know that you're going to make mistakes and forgive yourself. Know that you're doing the best that you can. Be okay with asking for help, whether that's from your partner, your family, your close friends, coworkers that you trust. Have a tribe, have a group of trusted individuals that can help you with things. We all need it. We all need help. So be okay with that. You do not have to do everything. Um, and to kind of manage that, take a look at your life and take a look at things that are really important that need to get done, and then chop that list down. What things absolutely need to be done by you and what could be shared amongst the family, the tribe. Um, and I hate to admit this, but I am full transparency. Like, I had to look at not being such a perfectionist or controlling things, like wanting a certain result and needing it done the way I would do it. For instance, my husband has been taking on virtual school with my daughter. So, getting her ready, making sure she has all of her materials, doing her homework assignments with her. And in the beginning, I was extremely nervous about it, like, and trying to control it. Like, hey, do this at this time. Make sure you do this. Oh, this is where this lives. And I'm like, if I'm doing all of that, I might as well do it myself. And then even my husband had to tell me, like, I got it. Like, let it go. I got it. Like, let me do it. And that's a lesson, like, no, he might not do it the way I do it. He might not organize it the same way I organize it, but it's going to get done. And just be okay with that. Be thankful for the help. And let that go. Free up your mind. Let that task be gone because someone else has it. So I think that's another way that you can kind of manage not being overloaded, and it'll stop you from feeling guilty about what you can't get done if you actually have the help and let them help. Great question, Ebony. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, supporting my businesses. I really appreciate it. The next question comes from Takara, who is in New York City. My fellow Morgan alum. Hey, Takara, thank you so much for submitting a question. Her question was, how do you recommend creating a relationship with your partner's kids and creating a blended family? How do you recommend creating a relationship with your partner's kids and creating a blended family? Another great question, because in this day and age, I mean, there's all sorts of nuclear families, blended families, and I think a lot of us are trying to navigate through these waters. So, great question. I've had to deal with this myself. I think where you should start is making sure that you have a solid foundation and relationship with your partner. Before you start introducing kids and all of that, you want to make sure that it's a strong union and you actually have a future. That's first and foremost. Once you have established that, I say you should do it in a very organic way. Pick like an activity that all of you can do together. Go somewhere fun. Being that it's kind of coronavirus times, that might be a little limited. So even if you organize something at home and do kind of like a game night, something where it's not a whole lot of pressure, it's just kind of fun and everybody can get to know each other. And I think you should have a couple of those things. And it's important for the kids to see you guys getting along, having fun. But I would say, like, no, like PDA, none of that. Really just show a good friendship, good communication, and fun. That's a good way to kind of break the ice. And that's a way to kind of start with like building the relationship with the kids. With a special caveat, make sure that the parental relationships are healthy, that no one is uncomfortable about these meetings and kind of things like that, because that will encourage more positivity with the merging of families and coming together. So that's what I say. Like, to start it off, just do something fun. Really no pressure, nothing one-on-one. Do a bunch of group things where you can just kind of create an environment of fun, family, do that for a while, and just build it organically. That's what I would say. Another anonymous inbox question that I got was about kind of music selection. Do you have any motivational songs that you play before work? Songs to get you in a good mood? Yes. I am an advocate of music, music therapy, if you will. I have music playlists for everything. I have motivational playlists. I have my workout playlists. I have my conceited playlist. I even mentioned that in my very first YouTube video where I talked about being confident at any size. I talked about one of the things you can do is create a conceited playlist that is full of songs that just make you feel your best. They make you feel confident. So to answer the question specifically, for motivational songs, I literally, well, now more so, I stick to like gospel, positive messages. Think, sorry guys, it's lunchtime here as well. So I stick to positive messages, things that are going to get me in a good mood. And I don't have anything in particular. I'll literally go to YouTube and type in like gospel 2020 or new gospel. That's kind of how I what do you call it? Find new music. So I like to constantly be learning about it. So I'm not married to any particular songs in regards to motivation. But I will say sometimes I will put on motivational speeches as well. And a couple of people that I listen to, like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, those are like two of my go-tos. Oh, Reverend Ike. I listen to him all the time. Affirmations, positivity, manifestation. He's on top of it, Dr. Ike. Check him out. So that's what I do for like motivational stuff. And before I get to work, this is funny. I actually have a Get Money playlist, and it's just full of a bunch of songs about money. And I play it before work because I feel like it keeps me motivated. Like, even if I don't want to do this work, I know I'm getting this money. So I recommend that. And I got songs in there like I Get Money, 50 Cent. Anything with money in the title, like literally type in money songs in YouTube and create your playlist. I don't even know what's in it. Money Pies by Raish is in it. Anything with money in the title. That's what I do. It keeps me focused on the goal at hand. I mean, obviously I want to do a great job at whatever I'm doing, but I'm doing it because I get paid good. Want to get paid better. So that's my focus. So yeah, create a money playlist. That's what I do before work. Speaking of money and music, I think Motivation Music Monday, I might start to give you guys like my pick for music for the week that I want you guys to check out. And sometimes it'll be people you know, sometimes it'll be people you don't. This week, I want you guys to check out Dope Boy Roy. He is an artist out of Virginia, and he just released an album, and it's on all platforms. I'm sorry. Let me see if I have the name of the album. Let me check my Instagram real quick because I've been meaning to mention this. Um, all right, let's see. Yeah. So his name on Instagram is King Dollar. And um his album is called God's Favorite. Dope Boy Roy album is God's Favorite. It's on all streaming platforms. So support support. It's really good music. He is a producer and a rapper. So you're getting two for one. His beats are awesome. He has really great lyrics, talks about his life, has been through a lot. He's also produced for my husband, Young Barnes. So you've heard his music before, if you've heard anything from my husband. So check him out. Check him out. And let me know what you think. Like, leave me a comment and let me know once you've checked it out what you thought about it. So, yeah, we're coming right up on 1 o'clock, and I don't want to keep you guys long. Like, I know we got started a little late, so I apologize for that. But I got to all of the questions that came to me today. If you have any other questions, you can certainly send them to me. DestinationDionna@gmail.com is my email address. So you can send me any questions or topics that you want me to cover. I'm really going to try to do more of these lives. I don't know how often. I don't want to commit to it because your girl got a lot going on. But I definitely love doing this. I love free form kind of talking to you guys. Um, so I'll use this time to say thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, like the live, share it, let other people know about my channel. I'm trying to organically grow. You know, your girl is all about positivity. So I'll be posting more about motivation, changing your mindset, how to manifest your wildest dreams, and ways that we can improve marriages and relationships. So thank you so much for the support. You guys have a great day and remember to be godly.